Hello everybody, my name is Andrew from BrickMeisterZ, and LEGO Ideas recently announced the second 2025 review. This round has 146 projects, making this a new record. And the previous record for Ideas was 71 projects from the first 2023 review. We're not going to take a look at every single project in this round, because that would be way too long for me. Instead, I will be doing a top 10 list to see which of these projects will most likely become an official LEGO set. The results will be released in spring 2026, and we expect to see any sets releasing around 2027. So let's get started with number 10. There are two SpongeBob SquarePants projects in this round, including the Krusty Krab by Lenko and the Bikini Bottom Houses by Vaco. First and foremost, I don't think LEGO is going to do SpongeBob-themed idea sets, because many projects kept getting rejected for one reason. The LEGO Ideas Guidelines said they cannot bring back discontinued themes, and LEGO has already made SpongeBob sets from 2006 to 2012. I love how these updated builds look like an 18+ LEGO set, especially the detailing on the inside and outside. If you compare these to the older builds, yeah, the old ones look outdated and are kind of not accurate to the show. The updated builds, on the other hand, are a lot more accurate. I would love to see LEGO bring back SpongeBob, similar to other retired themes that may come back, like Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, and now Simpsons. Plus, we just got the return of Pirates of the Caribbean. And hopefully, LEGO will eventually have another partnership with Nickelodeon in the future. But as of right now, they can't do it because, number one, they can't bring back old themes as idea sets like I said before. And number two, we're stuck with those knockoff building brands who currently own the SpongeBob license, including Snap and Switch, Area X, and Miniso. The next project at number 9 would be the Rubik's Cube. Woohoo! So this is a resubmission that looks a little larger compared to the other one, right? The first version was made by Puzz Lego, but this new one is designed by Crackle Dog. The Rubik's Cube is a hard puzzle toy that gets all mixed up by different colors, but you could try to match them up on each of the cube's faces when rotating the pieces. The only reason why the LEGO Rubik's Cube was not approved previously is due to a licensing agreement with Spin Master, which is a toy company that made Rubik's Cubes. Kind of like the Thomas the Tank Engine project was rejected due to one of LEGO's biggest competitors, Mattel. And Mattel also owns its brick shop, as well as Mega Bloks / Constructs, a different building toy brand. But then again, LEGO does collaborate with another competitor, Hasbro, to make sets based on Transformers, Peppa Pig, and Dungeons & Dragons. Moving on to number 8, we have The Wizard of Oz. This captures the classic 1939 movie with the yellow brick road leading up to Emerald City. Previously, LEGO released minifigures for the Wizard of Oz characters in the LEGO Movie 2 CMF series, including Dorothy, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion, and also the Wicked Witch and the Flying Monkeys in the LEGO Batman Movie Ultimate Batmobile set. But now they have brought back the familiar characters in the new Wicked art set. Not a bad build overall. However, the reason this idea set based on the 1939 film wouldn't get picked is due to similarities in some LEGO Wicked sets, such as the scenes from both the first and the second Wicked movies. Maybe one day LEGO will release an actual set of the old Wizard of Oz movie instead of the Wicked films, besides putting beloved characters in random sets. Next up is number 7, The Great Minds in Science. This project is a mix of the evolution of STEM from this year and the Women of NASA from 2017. This has 6 different diorama scenes to feature each person that showcase their own science experiments, including Leonardo da Vinci, who we already got as a minifigure in the Flying Machine set. Da Vinci does have a replica of his flying machine on the wall, and a canvas on which he paints the Mona Lisa. There's also Rosalind Franklin, who has a microscope on her desk when she discovers the structure of DNA. Along with Alan Turing, who is known for his work in computer science, and Florence Nightingale, who established her modern nursing practices and standards. Also, there's Albert Einstein, who shows the E equals mc cubed equation on his chalkboard, and George Robert Carruthers when he discovers space. This is an interesting idea that learns more about each person with their own work and story. But I doubt this will happen because of the evolution of STEM set that we already got. Next up at number 6 is a billable Garfield the cat. Garfield is a comic strip created by Jim Davis, and we've seen a previous LEGO Garfield project that was a 2-in-1 build of him sleeping and watching TV. That got rejected sadly, but this second version has him standing up, holding a slice of pizza and a TV remote in each hand. And I love that cute teddy bear build off to the side. I don't mind expecting this to be released as part of those cartoony comic strips in LEGO form, like Peanuts and Tintin, which were already announced as upcoming sets. Coming up on number 5, we have Shrek. So this project is designed by Zeus Bricks, the same designer who had the Great Minds in Science project that we already took a look at. Very different compared to Ashton Flash's LEGO Shrek project, which sadly didn't get approved twice. We know LEGO did release sets based on other DreamWorks franchises, Trolls, Gabby's Dollhouse, and How to Train Your Dragon, but maybe they would just have to release a Shrek Swamp set themselves instead of an idea set in time for Shrek 5. At first, the new movie was supposed to come out in July 2026, then it got pushed back to Christmas 2026, and now it's been pushed back again to June 2027. As a 50-50 chance, I'm sure we will get a LEGO Shrek set when the new movie comes out in 2 years from now, but not a Shrek idea set, because many projects based on this best DreamWorks franchise have been denied. For number 4, we have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Elf, which are 2 Christmas movies. We know that there are 2 other Christmas Vacation projects that are currently in review from another round. This captures the Griswold family's house with a lot of Christmas lights on the roof and around the exterior walls. There's also a ladder when Clark climbs up and decorates the house, along with a build for Cousin Eddie's RV in the driveway, and Santa's sleigh with reindeer on the front lawn. As for Elf, this is the second time this project reached 10K after it was first denied. This project has Santa's workshop at the North Pole, as seen at the beginning and at the end of the film. Even though there is a scene later in the movie where Buddy the Elf built a replica of New York City out of Lego pieces when he's visiting Gimbals, a department store that no longer exists. The only set that LEGO made based on any Christmas movie is Home Alone, although I do think they're a little bit afraid of releasing other Christmas-themed movie sets, like when The Polar Express and The Grinch were rejected a couple of months ago. But hey, with LEGO now getting the Peanuts license, I would love to see it set based on the Peanuts Christmas special, Charlie Brown Christmas, if we ever get a follow-up to the billable Snoopy. Next up at number 3 is Claude Monet's house. The designer does an excellent job capturing the iconic home located in Giverny, France. The inside of Monet's house has a couple of rooms, including the living room on the first floor, with all of his different paintings hanging on the wall. To the left is the blue kitchen, and up on the next floor is his bedroom, where you'll find the Great Wave painting across from the bed. To the right is the yellow dining room, and the next room has a chair, a desk, and a bookshelf. I think this room is supposed to be the sitting room, which could be similar to the living room. And up in the attic is where you'll find Monet's paintings, his canvas and art supplies, and a chair. Outside the house is a side build of the bridge, which references one of Monet's paintings, Water Lilies and a Japanese bridge. And you even get a Claude Monet minifigure when he's painting, just like Van Gogh painted his Starry Night painting in the Starry Night Idea set. As a huge art fan, I would love to see this get made, but the thing holding it back is that LEGO is currently making art sets in their official art theme. So maybe they'll just have to release a Monet art set themselves instead of ideas, even though we have seen other art-based projects rejected. Next up, for number 2, we have a project based on Disney and Pixar's Monsters, Inc. So there's a previous project created by LEGO YouTuber Holly on Film, but that was unfortunately rejected. This newer version is designed by Pester78. This project has a build of Boo's door, which is one of the doors that are found throughout the Monsters Incorporated building. We did get a Monsters Inc. reference inside the Luxo Jr.'s ball, and we've seen a non-physical big fig of Sully in the LEGO Incredibles video game. Overall, Monsters Inc. is one of the best Pixar franchises of all time. And with a new land coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, I have a feeling that this project will have another chance to get selected. And finally, the number one project that I want to see get made most would be the Lake House. This version, created by PDG, is different from a previous project designed by Tarama, but that wasn't approved. I absolutely love staying at lake houses, especially going on vacation. The build of this looks beautiful with that willow tree near the boat dock. There's a motorboat if you want to put it in the water, similar to the new Willy Wonka set with the Wonkatania boat floating in the Chocolate River, or even Zaws with the Orca boat in the ocean. Next to the willow tree is a bench surrounded by flowers and rocks, and it looks like someone is unboxing a LEGO pickup truck set, a reference to one of those career experts / icons vehicles. Funny enough, there is a similar build of this as minifigure scale. Looks like LEGO is not going to be using that in the actual lake house set, even if they ever proved it by replacing a different ground vehicle. Anyway, the inside of the house has a garage to store the boat, along with some rooms like the greenhouse, a bedroom, and a bathroom. So yeah, this is a gorgeous idea that looks like the old fishing store in the A-frame cabin, and this is by far the number one project that I want to see get made the most. We've never gotten an actual LEGO Lake House set before as part of those original and non-licensed idea sets besides modulars and buildable objects. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping to see LEGO accept that lake house after 2 tries. If not, this will end up being a Bricklink design program set like what happened with other projects not getting approved. And that's it for my top 10 list about which LEGO Ideas projects will get approved from the second 2025 review. I note that I don't have to make a very long video and take a look at 2 made projects in one round like this, but making a top 5 or top 10 list based on my predictions makes this video shorter. So, out of 146 projects besides the first 10 that I'm predicting, maybe LEGO should choose about 15 to 20 projects depending on their ideas, rules, and guidelines. If they ever approve only 1 or 2 sets, that would be so frustrating. Like I said, we won't find out which sets LEGO chose when they announce the results by next spring. So let me know which of these 146 projects would you like to see get made the most. Please subscribe to BrickMeisterZ and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on my future videos. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.